So a while ago, we talked about two robbers who called the cops to help move their stolen items
Yes.
and then Ubered to an airport.
Hmm.
Well, we found something familiar, Robert.
Oh, a repeat offender?
Kind of. This time in Texas,
Hmm.
because everything is bigger in Texas. And Rob, I'm glad that you're only here on this episode. Not that we don't like Sean, but I feel like this story kind of pertains to you more.
Oh boy.
Okay? Two drug traffickers were traveling through Texas. I almost said taxes. Just a few days after Christmas,
Okay.
they had the brilliant idea for a local police officer to help them.
Hmm.
Two were partaking in the drugs that they were transporting and were quite high at the time, so much that they convinced someone was following them.
Okay.
Reports say that they were unsure what was following them, but it was enough that they called the cops.
Oh,
Stopping in the middle of a busy highway, they attacked the cop car that was actually behind them in an aggressive maneuver. When the officer went through their truck,
mm,
they found a brick of weed weighing in at 129 pounds.
damn. That's not a brick. That's a fucking block.
So Rob would be in heaven right there.
I would sleep on that. That's a bed frame
Based
right
on the
there.
price of weed in 2022
Hmm.
at about 3,000 per pound.
Yep.
It came to a grand total of $387,000. Yes,
Drugs,
they did
baby.
go to jail. In case if anyone was wondering, yes, they did go to jail. So, Rob, how much weed do you think we can get into the back of your car?
All of it. Every single flower
What
on the
Rob
planet Earth.
doesn't what Rob doesn't want to tell you is that he's growing weed in the back of his car.
Yeah, it's my mobile operation. I use the carbon monoxide to to feed my plants. I have a tube that hooks up from my exhaust that goes directly into my car. So whenever
It's
I'm
weird.
driving, I
It's really
can.
weird. It's really weird to see Robert driving, and you know it's Robert because he has a gas mask on in his own car.
Yo, sir, do you know why I pulled you over today?
Sir, what's that smell?
Don't worry about it.
Are you sure? And can you just pop the trunk? Drives off.
Just
Like
shake your head, drive up.
just the Swedish chef sounding at.
Man, that's a lot of weed. 129 pounds. God damn.
That's
Like, I just
enough
want
as
you to
like a
think about
small
it like
child.
this. Like Connor, have you ever like seen how much weed I usually get?
No, because you don't normally share that.
So I usually buy an ounce at a time.
Mm,
Roughly costs me about 160. Um, on top of that, so and it I get about like like this high
hmm
and like where's the there we go like that thick.
Okay.
That's about an ounce.
hmm
16 of those is a pound.
Yes.
129 of those. Jesus Christ, dude, that's a lot. It's like one of those things is like you never really put it into perspective until you really think about it. You know what I mean? You're like, damn, that's a lot of weed.
Here's the thing that I want to know is this says in the article it says that I got this from. It says that they were doing some of it. How much of what did they have before that?
130 pounds.
Probably.
Why is it 129?
I don't know.
uh, did you count it right?
What do you mean it's 129?
What do you mean it's 129?
I mean,
You act stupid. Yeah, like, did we got
I'm 23.
robbed?
Not just I'm 23. Who's 129? Just
I'm 23, man. It's funny. Ah,
absolute bullshit. Just remind me. I have to show you or I'll send it to you. It was a bit that this TV show did in Canada. It's a show called. It's kind of like I'm gonna guess you've seen Weekend Update on SNL. Maybe heard of it. Heard of it. Haven't really watched it. Okay. So it's a show called This Hour Has 22 Minutes, and it's basically a like half news, half comedy kind of thing. It's like they read the story, but they like make like throw a punchline in at the end kind of thing. So
yeah.
they do like skits sometimes. So when weed became legal in Canada, they did a bit of like two fucking baked people that got pulled over. Um, they opened the window and it's just smoke is just pouring out of the car. And they're just like, "Can I get your license and registration? Can I get your license and registration? You got the license and I got the
License and registration,
registration."
please. Why do you need mine? Are yours not working?
So that thought just made me think of that. I'll show it to you sometime. It's really funny.
Hell yeah.
Um, so yeah, there's our first segment.
I like that. That was a good story, Connor.
Yeah. All right. So now we're going to move on to random thoughts. All right. So this is overrated or underrated. If you don't know how
Welcome
this works,
to
you're
the
an idiot.
overrated, underrated. Yeah, like we've been doing this for how long now?
Season, a
Get
whole
get with the
season,
program, y'all.
a whole season.
Ugh.
Yet some people are idiots.
Get with the program, people. Come on now. Pick it up.
All right. So the first one is overrated or underrated. Hot tubs.
Underrated.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say it depends.
Now, it's got to be heated, obviously, because it's a hot tub.
Because it's hot.
No, but listen, like okay, it really like hot tubs are like my weakness. Like I fucking love hot tubs. because I'm a Pisces. I love water, but I hate being cold. I cannot stand the cold. So like I can't stand being wet, right? But a hot tub is different. That you're changing the game on me. Then now we talking. I can this warm water. I'm just chillaxing. You turn on the jets. It's like a little body massage. Ooh,
My
yes.
opinion, because my opinion
You ever
is
fuck in a hot tub, Connor? That shit's fucking revolutionary. Underrated.
my opinion um on hot tubs is the same as a Family Guy joke. Is like a group of your friends in a hot tub and the bubbles are going, then it's a party. If the bubbles are not on and it's just hot water in all of your friends, it's ew, bath with friends.
Ew, bath with friends.
It's like, yeah, hot tub party.
Ooh, a
Ew, bath with
bath.
friends.
Hot tubs are freaking dirty. You don't get that. You don't get that. Bubble baths are for getting clean, or hot tubs are for getting dirty.
All right, here's the next one. Overrated or underrated? This is probably one of my favorite ones in this entire list that we've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
Watching people slip next to a wet floor sign.
Underrated because how did you not see the sign? You didn't be careful and you played yourself.
Here's what I want to do. It's underrated. Here's what I want to do is I want to watch someone slip next to a wet floor sign, pick the wet floor sign up and just hand it to them.
Yes, perfect. That would
Like,
be
here,
perfect.
here, here you go. Here's
You know
your
what I want to
sign.
do for no reason at all. I want to like as a public prank. Just it's probably been done somewhere, but just put random signs in places where they shouldn't be. You know what I mean? Like you lean in to go get your like you open the freezer door to the freezer aisle, and right there in big bold letters and yellow sign is caution falling rocks. So you just kind of like,
No, you know what you could do? Do you remember Dibs?
yeah, I still get them to this day. They're fucking delicious. I love dibs. Like the ice
Put
cream, right?
yeah,
Okay.
put the falling rocks sign the shelf below that. It's
All right, what's your next one?
it's a local thing.
Okay.
Overrated or underrated? Tim Hortons.
Um, Overrated. They're good and all. They're cheap. They're getting a little bit more expensive, but like, their coffee has about the same energy as a cup of coffee that you would make at your house. You know what I mean? Like if I like I've been debating going to Starbucks, but the only Starbucks near my house is out of the way on the way to work. So I just get Tim Hortons.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say underrated, but the one that's across the street from the South Campus, that one is fucking overrated. Doesn't matter how you order,
Yo,
it is
fuck that Tim
wrong
Hortons, dude.
every time.
That Tim Hortons is cancerous.
That's you know which one I'm talking about.
I know which one you're talking
It's
about.
ass.
Hmm.
The rest of them underrated.
I got one for you. Overrated or underrated? Red receipts.
Overrated.
Also overrated. I don't need to know
Overrated.
that you're just. I don't
I
need to
don't
know
need
that
to
I'm
know that
being
you
ghosted.
ghosted me.
I don't need to know that I'm being ghosted. I want to slowly figure that out over time and like come to terms with it as I figure it out. You know what I mean? Not just like, oh,
I want to I want to understand that you probably looked at it and then was busy. But if you looked at it and it's like 3 days later and you haven't responded, then I know that you're done.
right,
I don't need
right.
it to say red. and then didn't respond for like 6 months.
Cause like that shit bothers me, bro. It's like, so you gonna read my message, you just not gonna respond. You just tell me that you don't want to talk to me if that's the fucking case. Like I'm an adult. Talk to me like an adult.
We're all assholes together.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the next one is overrated or underrated. Rob has emotional ties to this one.
Emotional. Oh boy.
Emotional ties to this one. Overrated or underrated? Old people. Look up.
Overrated. Why do they run this country? Why do they think that they deserve everything? Just because you had a shitty childhood in the 20s doesn't mean that we have to as well. We have technology now. Our childhood isn't shitty. Don't make us feel bad for it. Fuck you.
Overrated. Um. Okay. This one's a little bit more personal towards me.
Ooh.
Overrated or underrated? YouTube ads in the middle of the person saying a sentence.
Very overrated.
Overrated.
Like I wish like if we had ads on our shit, I wish I could have the ability to place them in places that it makes sense.
I mean, we don't do ads on our podcast.
Right.
We
But I
don't.
mean like
It's
if it
we
like
have our
it
own
makes
ads actually.
we do. I'm
Uh,
actually debating on getting some. I need to get some.
get the starter pack. Just get the
I
starter
I
pack.
might, but like I don't want the shaker.
Then I'll take
They're
the shaker.
they're
Like,
always
yeah,
shitty. They're always shitty, especially like those kind. They're always shitty. I don't want a
then I'll
shitty
take the
shaker.
shaker because I have two G Fuel shakers that are like the same thing, and I use
Fair,
them all the time. So if you don't
fair.
like it, I will take it.
What is it exactly? Is it pre-workout or protein? No, it's not protein. It's
No,
pre-workout
it's
or just energy drink.
energy drink.
So it's not even pre-workout.
It can be pre-workout.
Well,
There's like two flavors that are pre-workout,
okay.
but the ones in the trial pack are not pre-workout. They are energy. Um,
Do we even have any more pre? I think I do. I used Lit AF. Wow, tangent. Okay.
um,
Okay, sorry.
okay. Overrated or underrated? NPR.
NPR,
NPR,
like the news, like the station, the radio station.
like the radio station.
Overrated, but not the station itself. Why the fuck are you still listening to FM radio?
There's a reason. Because, well, there used to be two reasons, but now there's just one reason.
Mhm.
On Saturdays, they would do different shows other than the news.
Oh, are you one of those people who's into Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me?
I am one of those
Oh
people
my
that's a wait, wait, don't
God,
tell.
no. Oh, I've been haunted by that show ever since I was a kid. Every morning, because I used to, believe it or not, I used to go to church. And every morning on the way to church, Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me would be on the radio. And my mom loved that shit. And
Because
she
it's
would wait
fucking
for it to be
funny.
on. And I never listened. I never listened because it was a shitty show. And I wanted to listen to Jack FM because I wanted to listen to music. I didn't want to listen to some boring nigga talk. Okay. So overrated, still overrated, overrated, maybe overrated.
Um, Underrated because of wait, wait, don't tell me because it's one of my because I got tickets to go to the one that was recorded here.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
So I was a part. I mean, you're obviously not going to listen to it, so I'm not going to send it to you. But there was one that was supposed to be April of 2020 that they moved to like June of 2022, and they did it here. Um, and the other one, is a show called it's a dead show, at least anymore, but it was a show called Car Talk, and it was done. You've seen the car movies,
Like
like the Disney
Pixar?
car movie? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. You know the two old cars in the tent after the first race in the first movie?
Sure.
It's done by them.
Oh, no. Yes! Wait, like the owners of Rust-eze before
Yes,
they sold it in the third movie? Yes! Oh, that's actually really funny.
it's fucking funny.
Like the brothers, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So they did it. It's the don't drive like my brother. Those
Hmm.
people.
Yeah.
Um, but like a lot of it is like 80s cars and stuff like that. So like it's an older show that they just kept doing reruns of, but still it's funny. And every so often you'll get like a new one with like unheard stuff before. Because I think the show was an hour, but like I think they recorded for like 3 hours. So like there's 2 hours of material right there.
True.
But underrated for that.
Yeah.
Um, the next one is overrated or underrated. Owning a Jeep Wrangler. I'm gonna hate your answer if you go underrated.
I don't know, man. Okay, let me explain. I'm gonna explain first and then give you my answer. Okay.
Just gonna go the wrong way.
Only if you like mod it right. Like you can't have it stock because that's stupid. That looks dumb sometimes. It has to be four door and it has to be lightly modded. Like
Okay.
what I would do. No, my answer is going to be underrated, absolutely. But for this reason specifically, if I were to get a Jeep Wrangler, it would be a four door. I would take all the fucking doors off and replace them with like the net, like the netting. Okay, only for the summer. Take the roof off.
Keep in mind that if you do that, I'm gonna put uh, a wet floor sign in your door. I hope you know that.
That's okay. I'll fucking take the roof off. I don't know. I would make the wheels just like a little, like maybe like a 2 inch poke, if that's legal,
Hmm.
and then raise it a little bit, but not too much. Like it would be like baller, but like not stock. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go overrated because the people that I know that have had Wranglers, and it's specifically Wranglers, they make it their entire personality. Doesn't
I
matter if
know a
it's
few
stock
people
or
like that.
modded. Doesn't matter if it's stock or modded or not. Does not matter. It becomes their entire personality.
I know a few people like that.
And they just don't shut up about it. It's like, well, if you just got a Jeep, like, or or I can have my car get stuck maybe once a year and then maybe tow your ass out of the ditch. But because you decided to hit the gas going power and
Power,
ditch it.
unlimited power.
All right, here's the last one.
Oh boy. Now, the reason I say oh boy is because Connor told me that this last one's gonna hit a little close to home for me. So here we go.
It
I'm
might hit.
ready.
It depends. It depends.
Oh, I'm ready for it.
Overrated or underrated? TikTok crushes.
Overrated? That person's probably never gonna talk to you. For real though.
I'm gonna say they're overrated as well because I mean of that, but I love seeing the videos of like I commented on this person's post and they replied back to me, I guess I'm in love now. I'm like, no the fuck you're not.
No, you're not.
They don't even
No,
know you.
they don't know who you are.
Like, okay, user 84216.
669073224967333799204. It's always like 12 digits for some reason.
12 digits. They have no actual name. And it's like it's like you should do this color. It's like, yeah, that would be a good idea. And then they're just like all over it. It's nuts. So yeah, good. Overrated.
Overrated.
That's bullshit. All right. So with that, we're going to move on to fill in the blank.
Alrighty.
And now it is time to fill in the blank. The first one, now keep in mind I've made up some of these and wrote them down. So if they don't make that much sense, I'll probably reword it so it does make sense. So the information we really need from a fast food restaurant. How many Big Macs can I eat before I die?
Is the ice cream machine really broken?
Are you sure it's not broken? Is it gonna break once I turn the corner?
When I turn the corner.
With blank comes great responsibility.
With
Philip?
BBC comes great responsibility.
Ah, yes, the British Broadcasting Association.
Yes, the British Broadcasting Channel. Yes, yes,
Corporation.
corporation. Uh-huh. Yes. Mm-hmm.
With very cheap whiskey comes my drunk ass.
Oh my God.
Means less and less responsibility.
Less and less responsibility. Yes, exactly.
The word work is hard. Is harsh. My bad. The word work is harsh. Let's change it to blank.
Grinding.
Rob,
Yeah, I
you're on
gotta go
food
to
service, right?
grind. Gotta wake up early to grind.
Grind on what?
Hey, if you're a stripper, you already say that.
What Rob isn't telling.
What Rob isn't telling us.
Rob is living a double life here.
I am a stripper. Haha.
He's a stripper and you pay him in weeds.
Yes. Pay me in weed.
The word work is too harsh. Let's change it to death.
Oh,
Hey, I gotta go die for the next 6 hours.
yeah, honestly, that's how it feels. Yeah, I have to be not a member of society for the next 8 hours. I'll
I
be
have to
back.
be unalive for the next.
I get a half hour of a lifetime though. Every 6 hours dead, I get a half hour alive. I mean, no, for every 6 hours dead, I'm entitled to half an hour of a lifetime.
Which is sitting in my car complaining about bullshit.
And complaining about being dead.
The best way to ruin an evening is what?
Bring your girlfriend home to your wife.
Asking the waiter to pay the check.
Two different ways. Asking the chef to make the steak well done.
Showing up with all the ingredients and then sending it back. Like showing up to the restaurant, telling them how to cook it.
And
It
then
comes to the
sending it
table,
back
and
is
then
not good enough.
just tell them there's a. Can you please tell the chef that there is a spare steak in that bag?
Cooking for me well done. Get out. That's
I've
what I would
asked
say.
for medium rare. This is alive. This is um Houston. This is the last one. Houston, we have blank.
Houston, we have gays.
Houston, we have the British Broadcasting Company.
Houston, we're trying to hear the rocket launch.
Imagine, well, because obviously all the rockets are launched from Florida. So, Houston, we get here the rocket launch. Aren't you in the rocket? No, I missed the time to get in.
I fell asleep.
I got here late. I'm pretty sure at that point they would just be, well, your ass ain't going now. Like that it's
Thanks.
like here's your one chance to go to space. You slept in an extra 5 minutes and then you're standing on the launch pad as the engines start. What would you do, Rob, if that was you?
What? Just like watching your rocket take off as you realize you slept
It's like
in,
missing the bus.
but worse. I would just be like, oh man, what do I do?
Like I'm going back to Five Guys.
Oh, I would never. I would find a new job.
4.5 guys.
4.5 guys. Now, if
They
I left, it'd be
they
more
just
like
put
3 guys.
on one less fry.
Hmm.
All right, so that was fill in the blank, and we're gonna move on to time to bitch. And now it's everybody's favorite segment because it means we're close to the end. It's time to bitch.
Time to bitch. I don't know.
This time, I don't know what this is. Um, this time we're going to be bitching about car issues.
Car issues.
Car issues. That's going to be a new graphic. That's just going to be a new graphic on the show. It's just going to flash in the corner. It just says car issues.
Car issues.
So, Rob, you got any car issues?
I got a few car issues, Connor.
Hmm.
I need to go get my inspection done. I got my registration coming up. I probably need an oil change, and my tire is leaking air.
Leaking air.
Mhm.
How big was the box of nails you drove over?
It's not like bad. Like I can keep filling it up and it'll like be fine, but it's just annoying.
It's gonna be the one tire that's just like, bye.
Right.
I still remember that explanation of like what happened. You know how tires like gradually like lose air over time? And it's like, yeah, it's like, well, this one was like, bye. Aw.
Just gone, dude. It was so tragic.
Mine actually just got done fixing some stuff.
Well, that's good. Some stuff.
Some stuff. Rear brakes, rear
I
brake
need to get those
rotors,
done too.
rear brake pads, rear brake calipers.
Oh, not the
Um,
calipers. That's an L.
Oil change,
Yeah.
coolant change,
Mm.
transmission fluid change,
Mm.
neutral safety switch.
Mm.
That was all in the last round.
Thanks.
You ever drive your car to the point where it just dies?
Yeah. No.
No,
No.
I've done that once and it was a mistake
Oh
because
boy.
it died in the middle of an intersection.
Oh no.
I was on my way home from work and it was raining and it died in the middle of an intersection.
So he just kind of rolled through
Uh-huh.
it. Pull over. Oh boy.
It was going like 8 miles an hour through the intersection. It's just like people are honking at me. I'm just like, just slowly moving.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry, sorry, sorry. That one's slipping me off.
Oh, okay.
Give it right back to him.
Dude, I'm
What's it?
so tired of these car problems. It's not like my car is like bad or like has problems a lot. It's I just can't sometimes afford to keep up with it. That's all. I might be able to now though.
There you go. Rob, what was your big announcement over the past week?
No.
All right, we'll save it for another one then.
Yeah.
Let's see. What was the funniest noise that your car has ever made?
The funniest noise,
Hmm.
I mean, my car doesn't make a lot of noises, but I guess like whenever
Or
sometimes I miss,
Veronica? Either one.
it's actually okay. It sounds really funny when you get a flat tire and you have to drive on it. It sounds really funny. It's more like a slapping sound. Like that was pretty weird.
When I first got my car, I didn't change the air conditioner belt in it, so I didn't have air conditioning.
Mhm.
But when I pushed the air conditioning button, it would sound like a steam engine. I would go and push it, and it'd be Polar Express over here like this.
All aboard!
Tom Hanks just pops out of my back seat, just like,
Yeah. What are you doing here?
"This is the North Pole." I'm like, "No, this is Niagara County. It's
Niagara County.
north of like the equator, but it's not anything else." Bullshit. It didn't matter what weather it was either. It would still make that noise. It could be 90, it could be like 8 below. It would still make that noise, and it was the funniest thing.
Always, always super funny.
Like, what the fuck?
Who's there?
What the fuck? Just like some kid comes out of my back seat, magic carpet on a rail. Never takes just tosses the kid out. Fuck, did you get in here?
Yeah, how did you get in here?
I've been in my
Nuts.
car for 5 minutes. How did you get in here?
Magic carpet.
Bullshit.
Hmm.
You ever have to shovel your car out of somewhere?
Yes. Never fun.
Was it your driveway or was it somewhere else?
It was the street.
Hmm.
Not
Was that the
fun.
one day you were asking for a shovel and then your
Yep.
neighbor just said, "Fuck you"?
Yeah, pretty much.
So what
That
did you end
was
up using then?
my hands. I got
Couldn't
that bitch out. And my feet too. I kicked some of the snow when it got too like low.
I would love to be like your neighbor across the street just watching that. got wrecked by the neighbors with a shovel, digging his car out like a dog. There was one time that my car got stuck during a DoorDash order in a parking lot. And of course, I didn't have a shovel with me. What do you think the next thing I used was?
I don't know, a book.
Window scraper.
Oh God.
I have it fully extended. I'm like pushing the snow out of the way of the front wheels, and like someone is looking dead at me in the window of the restaurant, and I'm just giving them just
Just looking at them still pushing out the snow. It's like, what?
like, this is gonna be you in about 20 minutes, but like this,
Facts. But worse.
no. And then that person called me, and it's just like, it's been half an hour. Is my food coming or not? I'm like, yeah, no, it's still coming. I'm just still not out of the parking lot yet. What do you mean you're not out of the parking lot? And it's like, my car is small and it's not powered well, and I'm shoveling with a
There's a lot of
window rake.
snow.
I'm shoveling with a snow brush. It's not going well. It's
I'm not having a good time, man.
bullshit. The order was like $2. I don't know why I just didn't eat it in the parking lot
Facts. You should
after
have. I would have. That
after
would have been
half an
me.
hour.
Would have eaten that food.
Hmm?
I would have eaten that food.
It was Chinese food too. That was the thing.
Yeah, that food would have been fine.
Be gone. All right. Well, I think we've bitched enough.
I think so too.
It was a pretty decent bitch.
That was a good bitch.
Good episode, good bitch, which
Oh
means
yeah.
it's time for us to go away for another
Yeah.
week. And
Time to hibernate.
yeah. So with that, we say goodbye for now. Watch the
Adios.
watch the Instagram feed for when the
Boca.
yeah, when the new episode drops, because they're starting to show up on there as well. Um yeah, Robert's in charge of that.
It is me now. Yes.
Yeah, Robert now has all the control of the social media,
Hmm.
apart from Facebook and
Yeah.
YouTube and
I control the Instagram and the
and,
TikTok when we get there.
which I haven't given you clips for yet, but
We'll get there.
it'll get there. It'll be fine. All right, so with that, we say goodbye for now. I hate to keep saying it, but wash your fucking hands.
Yeah, wash your hands, peoples. I'll cut them
Even it
off
isn't a
otherwise.
pandemic anymore. It's gross.
Yeah.
Touching your ass with that and then like rub it all over the door handle is bad.
Nasty.
All right, we will see you next week.
Peace out, y'all.